All right, go ahead and get started then. My name is Joshua Renner. I go by Ryechu in the visual novel community. Am I a little quiet? That was one thing I
No,
was concerned with.
sounds fine. You can be,
Okay,
you
cool.
can talk a little louder, but that's not. Yeah.
All right, I'll just move the mic a little bit. There we go. I'm using a headset mic because I'm a scumbag and don't have an expensive mic like everybody else. So sad. Okay. Anyway, again, my name is Joshua Renner. I go by Raichu in the visual novel community. And this presentation is about Nukige. Um, Before I begin, if you are at work or things like that, don't really need to worry. I have no not safe for work images. I do talk about some adult content. I do talk about some extreme genres. I do not present any images, so you are completely fine. I do also go into the LGBTQIA plus community. Um, I do identify in that community, so I do talk about those kinds of things. If you have a problem with that, I don't care, sorry. Um, I'm not going to go through all of this. Long story short, I work for everybody. I'm a writer, I'm an editor, and I'm a beta tester. Um, if you guys ever need people, I have a lot of connections, and I'm always available myself as well. Now, one of the companies I work for is TsukiWare. We were founded back in April 2016. We are an adult game studio, and the game I'm going to be talking about is our first title called Critical Hit. Critical Hit is now available on Mongamer and Nutaku, and now we are working on 3 new titles that are in the yaoi, the yuri, and the gender bender fields. As you can see, we don't like the vanilla stuff. We like the genres of works that you just don't see a lot of in the Western industries, and since we like that type of stuff, we want to write about that kind of stuff. So it worked out really well. Now, Critical Hit's available for $10 if you guys are interested. That's my shameless self-promotion, thanks. The main tags are Yaoi Trap. There are monsters in the game, and it, of course, is a Nukige. It was made in Unity. There was no real defining choice behind that. We just wanted to use Unity. There are 3 unique H scenes with 13 variations, plus there are 5 backgrounds, so a total of 18 images in total. 5 background tracks, approximately 14,000 words, and every last bit of it is original. We took no assets from anybody. We purchased and used all of our assets. It took us 3 months to make the game, and it cost us about $1,200. Now, the big thing that I want to go into is you see all these crowdfunding ordeals, and you see all of these groups that are saying, we have to have at least $5,000 in order to make all of this work. We have to do this, we have to do that, blah, 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 blah. No, you don't. You absolutely do not. $1,200 can make a perfectly fine game. $500 could probably make a perfectly fine game if you happen to know an artist or if you are the artist yourself. This shit. Did I?
Just for a second, you're back.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on with the microphone tonight. Of the $1,200, approximately 3/4 of it went into art. And that also includes the UI. The UI is specifically the art portion of the UI. Yeah, it's fantastic. For the music, we did about 1/4, and then we did have a small beta testing budget. Now, when I say art, I say the sprite work, I say the backgrounds, and I say the CGs. I did combine them. I did have them separate earlier. For the record, each one was $240 exactly. The individual that we used for the art and the music was the same individual, and we happened to find that individual on the Lemisoft forums, and I use Lemisoft for virtually anything that I need to find people. I love you, Red Tom. I did, Nye, right here. 13 variations in total, 5 BGMs, and that. Anyway, on Lemasoft, you can find literally, I love everybody. You can find literally anybody. And when you do, they're going to have their SoundClouds linked if they're a musician. They're going to have their Bandcamp link if they're a musician. They're going to have their Pixiv, their DeviantArt. They might have links to stuff that they put up on eHentai or Sad Panda, Rule 34, any of the Boru sites. They may have games on Renpi themselves. They may have demos on Newgrounds. I'm not going to say that one. That are various programmers. Everybody has links to everything. Everybody has worked on something at some point on Lemasoft. Everybody has samples. And everybody has rates. And that's the big thing. With rates, with issues of that nature, we have to look around and figure out who's going to give us what we want for the best price. I'm not saying that everybody should fight over being the cheapest. That is not what I'm trying to do here. But you will find people who draw in the style that you're looking for, who compose music in the style that you're looking for, who have done programming work in the style that you're looking for. And each one of those people will have specific rates. They'll know exactly what they're doing, and what you are willing to pay will be what you get. But you already know what you're going to get. And connections is where you're able to find the best rates. I can find all of these people. I have found all of these people. I have made all of these connections. You can find me on all sorts of different Discord channels. I work for everybody. I know everybody through some way, shape, or form. And it's through those connections, and the statement, it's not what you know, it's who you know, becomes really, really important here. I just lost my train of thought. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's those people who will be able to get you in touch with their friends if they can't do it. It's those people that are able to help you make the piece of work that you want to make a reality. Now, let's move into specifically Nukige. Not all fetishes can be published, and that is something that many people do not understand. If something released by Nutaku, by Sekai, by Jast, by Manga Gamer, by anybody is censored in some way, shape, or form, there is a reason. There is an absolute reason. When we were making Critical Hit, there is actually a scene in the game that has tentacles, and that actually cut very close to the non-consensual line, because we do not know if that tentacle is consensually having sex with our protagonist. We don't know that. And through some writing and through some various changes, we were able to get that into the game. Long story short, don't have lollies, don't have shotas. Don't do it. You're not going to get by with it. Oh, we promise this character's 18. No, he or she is not, we promise. Non-consensual work. Get rid of it. Do not use it. Do not use games with hypnosis. Do not use games with the big R. Do not use anything that is non-consensual at all. Don't do bestiality. Now, kimono minis are okay. They're fine. Cat girls, dog girls, cat boys, dog boys, any animal that's humanoid, anthropomorphized, whatever, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Ask your publisher if you ever have any questions. When we released Critical Hit on Manga Gamer and Nutaku, we got some feedback from our original iteration that said, okay, we need to work on fixing these kinds of fixing these kinds of issues. And we did. We just had to rewrite a little bit, or we had to adjust a little bit of programming, and all was okay with the world. Now, there are ways to fix that. You know, we can submit a proposal to these companies that will tell you exactly what they're going to have. And this proposal should have everything that I have listed here. It should have a word count. It should have a CG count. It needs to have the length. Those seem like stupid things to have, you know, but they're important. Your genre tag. What does this game have? They're going to want to know the whole story. The whole story. They don't need you to try to hide anything from them. What's your story about? What's in it? Who are your characters? give some images of those characters. If you have H scenes available for them to view, you need to provide them that information. Ditto with the music. All of this information needs to be made readily available to them from the get-go. And I think I did. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. All right. So let's talk about how we created Critical Hit. So Critical Hit was made by 5 people. We had 2 writers. One of the writers did more editing than writing. He basically just assisted with a few things here and there. We had a programmer, and we had an artist who did literally all the art, all the music, all the everything. I love that guy to death. And we came up with an idea. We came up with the synopsis, and we submitted it. And we got back some information saying, okay, go ahead, do it, write the game. And so we did. We wrote the game. I lost the script. Again. Use Google Drive, by the way. Please use Google Drive. For the love of God, please use Google Drive. Don't lose your scripts halfway through and have to rewrite the game. Please, 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 for the love of God. Ditto with the art. We actually lost half of our art assets, and my artist had to redraw them. That was his fault, though. So, thank God. Otherwise, I would have had to repay him because that would have been my fault. By the way, anything that can go wrong will. That's kind of the continuing trend amongst all of our things. When we do art, music, and Nukige of that nature, we have to know our audience. And again, I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but our audience knows what they want when they read a Nukige. We know, and it's going to be unspoken here, but you know what you want, and we have to cater to that. We have to know, okay, is this scene's progression accurate first and foremost? There is some sorts of accuracy here, even if the characters are monsters that, you're not going to see these kinds of things happening, or at least we hope. And does it work? And that progression needs to actually happen. If this doesn't happen, the game is not going to get accepted. That full story synopsis, they will look at that. They will look at your demos. They will look at every last thing, and they will give you feedback. And that's where beta testers come in after the fact. These companies have given you the feedback. You think you've put it in. And then you have a beta tester that will go in and confirm, did you actually accomplish this? And yeah, we did for Critical Hit. Now, granted, it took us 27 iterations, 27 patches internally in order to get that to work. We got it to work. Now, 27 patches, I blame that half on Unity, half on I don't know how to write, half on I think I know how to write sometimes, and yeah, it was great. It's 3 halves, everything's good. But when it comes to Nukige, there's one big thing that I want everyone to take away from this. Nukige is not all that bad. People always think it's this, crappy thing that people just dump out, make some money, and leave. No. We did make profit on Critical Hit. I'm not going to lie to that. I mean, you should probably find that information based on sales records. But the money isn't what we care about. We are a for-profit business and, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I want stories to come out and actually be good. I want to write good material. And Critical Hit did not have the best reviews, and I understand that, and I take every last bit of it. But don't take those to heart. Some people aren't going to like your work. Nukige is still a growing business, especially in the Western. In Japan, it's huge. Everybody and their dog releases a Nukige, and they, everyone's happy. But over in the Western, we're still growing up in the Nukige field, and I'm hoping to see better Nukige come up as this progresses. And I'm hoping that if anyone ever needs help, to contact those of us who have already worked in the field. We would be happy to help you. And that's all I've got. Feel free to contact me on Twitter, Discord, or there's our Patreon link, and I'll go ahead and open the field for questions.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, guys. This is the only Nukige talk we have in this entire thing, so unload the questions.
XX, I cannot provide that information. I apologize.
Yeah, like most companies will never tell you how much they made. They can tell you at best, like, if they made money, round.
Yeah.
That's really it. Yeah, because, it opens a can of worms no one wants to get into.
T-Back, favorite Nukige. God. Holy shit. Probably Come On Bukake Ranch. That's quite the title, I know. Other than that, I do own every single visual novel ever created by Softhouse or any of their subsidiaries. I have all 154 of them physical copies. So virtually every single game by Softhouse ever is probably my favorite. Nye, I would love to talk with you. Lolly, no. I don't plan on any, but we do have multiple writers for multiple games. We are working on 3 currently, and I don't know exactly what the other 2 writers' fetishes are specifically. But hopefully, we'd like to do a lot of things that aren't vanilla, quote unquote. And it's just good to be able to explore those kinds of things, especially in this field. And yes, many Softhouse games are Kusa games.
But some are like famous for being horrible. But
yeah, some are amazingly horrible, but that's why they're good. So.
Oh well, considering there's 100-something of them, I'm not going to blame them if a couple are just insane.
Sure. Kuzu, for introductory Nukiges, I would ask them first if they're looking for straight titles, Yuri titles, or Yaoi titles. If we're looking for Yuri, I would send them straight to Sonohana, any Sonohana title. For straight titles, God, I honestly don't really have any straight vanilla titles that I've really enjoyed. Everything is all kind of out there. For NTR, I would love to do an NTR title, actually. Sonohana would probably be the one I send about everybody to. It's just good, clean Yuri, and shameless advertisement. I've worked on all of them for Manga Gamer, so they're all very fun. What do I think of narrative games like anything by Finoxo? I love Finoxo. I'm jealous of his Patreon. I'm really, really jealous of his Patreon. Narrative Nukige is very doable. It is, the definition of Nukige is, of course, the plot is the porn, and there is a lot to that, but many groups can do it. We're trying to create longer games. When I say longer, I'm talking 20-hour plus Nukige that are able to pull off things of that nature. But in the Western industry, it's very difficult to pull off. And Finoxo and his crew have done very well. I followed COC since it was first coming out, and I have not played Trials in Tainted Space at all. So, but Corruption of Champions is still one of my favorite narrative titles. T-Back, you're a troll. Also, I'm editing Makafest, if anyone cares. I edit fan translations all the time. Feel free to contact me at any time. There's that. I love Nukige. I love editing Nukige. I love testing Nukige. If you have a Nukige, have you finished your bottles yet? If you have a Nukige, please give it to me. Please get in touch with me. I'd be happy to work with you. I love this job sometimes.
Yeah. Well, hey, you found what you love and you can make money doing it.
Exactly right. My favorite clock up title, holy crap. Can I say all of them? Is that acceptable?
It's probably acceptable. They're all.
No, it's not acceptable.
Oh.
All right, I guess I will go with Euphoria, begrudgingly. I love all of them, and I really can't make a decision, but I do really like Euphoria. All right. Well, I guess it's my time, so I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah. I mean, we still have 5 minutes of fluff, of padding time, so we can still chatter out this for a while.
We can. All right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Nukige about Southern Belle Girls getting it on with a Yankee MC. That sounds like Dead End Junction, except with porn. I didn't work on that title, by the way. I wish I would have, though. Apparently, you don't have a favorite Nukige title, and that makes me sad.
I haven't played any visual novel for a good year now because I've been working so hard. So forget about a lot of other things.
That is one of the unfortunate things where once you start getting into the industry, it's a lot harder to play for them. Yeah, I actually worked with Fatty Rob on One Small Fire at a Time. I was the editor for that project. But yeah, name any Nukige dual face. Have fun. Yep, have fun. Have fun with dual face. If you want a VNDB later, I will be happy to give you one.
Oh boy.
That was the second visual novel I ever played.
Wow.
Yeah, because I believed 4chan, because that's smart. Don't ever.
Well, you learned your lesson.
Yeah, I did learn my lesson, unfortunately.
That would be the title of something.
What?
Just I believe 4chan and a lot of things.
Lolly Eeyore, for sure.
All right. So while we have 3 minutes left. But so Tinfoil, we can have you set up if you want me to pass you presenter mode.
Sure.
Yeah. Take your time. We can relax and.
And thank you everybody for the time. I've really enjoyed sitting in on this. Oh my God, there's been all sorts of amazing information here.
And no, I will not stream myself playing Nukige. That is just asking for all sorts of problems.
Well, do it on Hitbox and you'll be fine, I promise.
Oh man.
All right, I'm taking off, and I'm looking forward to watching Tinfoils. Have a good one, guys.